This is a message for every leader, every manager, every supervisor, anyone who is leading a team of people. Please, for the love of all that is good, stop telling your team to communicate more. Especially when what I think you mean to say is communicate more effectively. When you stop short in finishing that statement, you're going to get more, all right, but it's not more of anything that you or your team needs. Case in point, I have sat in on a lot of meetings in the last few weeks, and here's what happens when the leader asks for more communication. People take that in one of two ways. There's going to be the person who thinks that means more meetings, and so they will send out a calendar invite immediately after to the team who doesn't need or want another meeting on the schedule. The other response is to communicate more through email. And so an email chain will be started with just enough information to make it seem like you have communicated a message, like a team member to a team member. But what they rarely do is think through that entire conversation. It's only enough information for them to cross it off their to-do list, to say, I communicated more. It probably has created some confusion on the other side and will take anywhere from 12 to 25 emails to sort through. You think I'm joking? I have actually experienced this in the last couple of weeks, and I'm pretty sure that everybody else has too. It is important to communicate, especially if you are navigating some kind of return to work or managing hybrid workers and in-person workers. Look, I get it. We all need to communicate more. But what we really need to do is communicate more effectively. So, if you have communication as the number one thing that you want to drive home, here's what I want you to think about, leaders. What does more communication look like? Does that look like a weekly summary email that gets delivered by 5 p.m. on Friday? Does that look like an additional meeting or a one-on-one meeting? I really don't care what it is, and it's up to you to decide, but please think about that ahead of time. Giving your team instructions to communicate more without outlining what that looks like isn't going to get you anywhere closer to effective communication. It's just going to lead to more frustration, confusion, and yet another meeting and reminder that people need to communicate more. Okay, I'm going to step off my soapbox, but I'm also going to offer my help and assistance. I do this for a living, not just talk on TV in scenarios where we have to be communicating effectively at a high level, but training teams in more traditional and corporate environments, what that actually looks like. There are a few very simple techniques that your team can implement right now that will actually lead to more effective communication. I think we should team up, or maybe just explore whether we should team up. Send me an email, Jen, Jen, @talksportytome.com.